Ever feel like the universe hiccuped? Like something lagged? You're not crazy, probably. Tonight we're digging into 10 of the weirdest real-life glitches in our reality. If truth is stranger than fiction, it's about to get awkward. Let's open up the files. This one sounds like science fiction, but it's an actual recorded event that took place at Tokyo's Haneda Airport in 1954. A man, well-dressed, middle-aged, European-looking, approached immigration and handed over a passport from a country that doesn't exist. It was labelled Tord. The border agents figured he was confused or lying, but the passport was professionally made. It had stamps from other countries, included official visa pages, and his luggage matched his story. Even his wallet contained currencies from multiple nations. He said he was in Japan on business and had been there multiple times before. When officials took him in for more questioning and held him overnight in a secure hotel room, the man disappeared. Not escaped, vanished. No security footage caught his exit. His documents, gone too. To this day, the case remains unsolved. Officially, he never existed, but the people who dealt with him swear he was real. Was he a time traveller from a parallel universe, or just a glitch in our shared version of history? Caught on a Russian dashcam in 2014 and uploaded before someone mysteriously yanked the original, the footage shows a multi-lane highway in Moscow. There's traffic, nothing unusual, and then right in the middle lane, car headlights flicker and poof. A car appears out of nowhere. I'm not talking about a merge or someone changing lanes. The space was empty, then it wasn't. The car just pops into the shot, like a bad PowerPoint transition. The other drivers react exactly how you'd expect. Brake lights flash, horns blare. One even swerves into a barrier. Real-time tracking analysis didn't show any editing tampering. Some speculated it was a cam anomaly. Others say it's proof of a simulation error, a rendered object that loaded too late. Either way, millions saw it, and then it vanished. Kind of like the car. In 2003, a businessman checked into a hotel in Chicago. A few hours later, he called downstairs complaining he couldn't find his room after stepping out. Staff figured he was just lost. Hotels can be confusing, right? Except when they checked, his assigned floor didn't exist. The elevator skipped the number, the stairwell had no door to it, and even the building blueprints lacked any record of that floor number. Yet, he remembered walking down it, seeing his suitcase inside, even describing the decor in detail. Paranormal? Time slip? Spatial glitch? Some theorize certain buildings accidentally intersect dimensional pockets, and the stuffy, beige, carpeted void he wandered into might not have been ours. Imagine boarding a flight in 1955 that doesn't land until the 80s. The legend of Pan Am Flight 914 suggests just that. The story goes, a plane left New York headed for Miami with 57 passengers. Mid-route, it disappears. No wreckage, no radar, gone. Then in 1985, out of thin air, the same plane reportedly landed in Caracas, Venezuela. Tower workers were baffled. The pilot sounded confused and honestly terrified, saying he'd expected to land decades earlier. Right as authorities closed in to investigate, the plane took back off and vanished again. The tale has been widely dismissed as urban legend, but a few retired air traffic controllers and emergency responders still claim on their deathbed it happened. Fabricated memory, or 57 passengers stuck in a tear of time. In a 1997 incident documented in Prague, a local man known only as Mikhail entered a government office to update his ID. The problem? Their database showed he'd filed changes just 3 days ago at the same office. Mikhail said he'd never been there before, but the signature matched. Even stranger. Security footage showed him walking the same hallway in identical clothing, making the same motions. Only, he had no recollection of it. They later discovered a blackout occurred in the area during one of the visits, frying some of the local record servers. Glitch? Doppelganger? Or was this man caught in a loop he couldn't perceive? Yunnan Province, China, July 2013. Tourists began uploading photos of a rare event, a second sun lingering beside the main one, hovering, shimmering. Not a flare, not a trick of the lens. Dozens of people took near-identical images from multiple angles and locations. Official explanations wavered between atmospheric refraction and optical illusion. But meteorologists noted the air that day was neither humid nor thermally layered enough to cause such wide-scale light bending. Months later, a similar phenomenon occurred over Dubai. 2 locations, 2 continents, same celestial error. Somewhere a god must have hit copy-paste. Ever argue with a friend over a quote, a logo, a song lyric, only to swear it used to be different? For one woman in Bristol, UK, this went beyond the typical Mandela effect. In 2016, she recalled having vivid memories of a district near her home, a very specific shop-lined street, complete with a cafe she'd visited regularly. After returning from a 6-month work trip, it was gone, not closed down, erased. Locals denied it ever existed. Library records showed no documentation. City planning files were empty. But get this, she still had a loyalty card from the cafe, stamped, with her name. One researcher suggested she could have crossed briefly from a reality almost like our own, one where that street once stood. Sounds crazy? Maybe. But tell me why so many of us remember Pikachu's tail having black on it. Go ahead, try explaining that one. In 2011, a DMV clerk in Des Moines flagged something seemingly impossible. A fresh registration came in with a plate number that shouldn't have been available. Soon they uncovered 37 separate vehicles statewide, all with the same license plate number. Not just digit matches, colour, format, font alignment, everything. It wasn't a printing error. Some vehicles were registered years apart at different city offices. Some owners came in to report their plate had been duplicated after getting ticketed for being in 2 cities at once. Databases didn't glitch. But for a moment, Iowa had a minor cloning crisis, and no one knows why. There's a building in San Francisco's financial district that maintenance workers joke is one step too long. Dusty internal blueprints show a single staircase with 24 steps, but if you count while walking, you'll hit 25. Always. It's become a bit of an urban legend. Employees even record themselves repeating the miscount time after time. An engineer once installed motion sensors. On camera, 24 steps, but physically, everyone touching them walks an extra. Theories range from warped architecture to a time anomaly baked into bad construction. But if the 6th floor smells like toast and causes vertigo, maybe skip the stairs altogether. In 1998, a tiny antique shop in Asheville, North Carolina experienced a bizarre event now known locally as the wavy glass incident. A local artist claimed every single reflective surface in the shop began warping. He noticed it when walking past, stopped and took Polaroids. Inside, mirrors and glassware seemed to ripple when anyone moved near them. Others confirmed it, saying their reflections lagged, shimmered, or stepped out of sync. A physicist who visited attributed it to some localized magnetic field spike, but no power sources were near. The event lasted 5 days. Then all reflections returned to normal. But if you ask around Asheville's artsy district, most people won't talk about it, except when they pause and glance at their own reflection, just a little too long. Reality check complete. If your brain feels slightly misaligned after that, well, same. Make sure you hit like and subscribe so you don't miss next week's glitch update, or ghost, or anomaly, or just plain weird. New episodes every weeknight. Until then, stay aware. That was your dose of the unknown. See you in the next file. Subscribe for more of the unknown.